Actually, it's kind of doing it right now. It's extremely slow, but let's set this to like 1. Let's get more. I think it's like freaking out right now. Somehow I got insert turned on. To like a maximum then back. That's where that flag idea would come in. That's my negative flag. I guess I'm going to say pivot 1 dot rotation dot y minus equals 0.005. If pivot 1 dot rotation dot y equals let's say 10, then we're gonna do the non-correct way to write this. Y pos flag is true, and y neg flag equals false. Else if pivot dot rotation dot y is equals negative 10, y pos wait. Let's do the smart thing. Now we can change it. So to go till it reaches positive 10, then flip back around to negative 10. If this works the way I think it will, and it may not. Wait, pivot's not defined. Did I put something wrong in there? Oh yeah, pivot 1. Let's see how this works. Okay. So it's rotating. Let me update this too a little bit so it goes a bit faster. Now again, that's still too fast. It's freaking it out. Oh wait, this is setting the rotation of the object. I'm just looking at it here, and it's rotating and then rotating. You can see it. It'll flip back the other, go this way in a second. If you watch the way the actual cube rotates. Yeah, now it's coming back this way. Not the rotation it's doing, but not the axis rotation it's doing, but the rotation it's doing on its own, on itself. If I flip over this way, you can see better. So it's going this way. This part's rotating this way. It'll rotate this way in a second. Okay, not a second, but soon. TM. At least I think so. We could do a console out to see what it is. No, I guess it doesn't like that. Anyway, I think I have what we need to do with this. So, back over to this. For some reason on mine, when I copied it over to mine, it didn't do the same thing. Actually, it didn't work at all. Which is kind of weird. Alright, we'll use this as our base, and we'll just modify what I know does work. Our stuff is done over here this time. Oh, cam position. There we go. Okay, so let's get the other. Let's see. So we got that rotation Z 0. We have to change the Y, the position of this to start with. So that would be YouTube button Y. position dot y equals say 10. So, what I'm going to do now is I want to say instead of translate x, rotate z. No clue what that's going to do, but we'll find out. So that's rotating on the z-axis. And it's off the screen now. So I don't want to rotate this way around itself. This is still what I don't get. Still something missing between this guy's and mine. So he's doing rotation Z, he's adding rotation Z. And this stuff is rotating around the center point. He's got the pivots, he's got the thing in the middle, which is the parent, which is at 0, 0. And well, in this case, he's rotating the parent, but you can do this by rotating. That's true, he is rotating. So maybe we have to have an invisible parent in the middle. Maybe that's the way to do it. So we got that. This wouldn't be the parent, in other words, the anchor's not the parent. The anchor is its own thing. So the test object, which is the parent. Then we have the scene. The anchor button is just there. It shouldn't move around. So the pivot, let's do the test object. Rotate C. Let me comment this out. Okay, so we got this moving on its own now. So instead of rotating though, we want it to translate. So in and out as the X and Y are changing on rotation. But I'm betting anything if we'd said change this to rotate Y, it's going to spin. It's not going to go around it. You have to translate it. It's not a rotation, it's a translation. Changing the XY coordinates, not just rotating around its own origin point. Yeah, see, that's what it's doing there. So we can't use rotates. We have to use translate. So instead of up and down, so up flag, let's say Z plus, B, Z plus, B, X plus, and B, Y plus. and then the opposite minus. That probably won't work, so we'll say P and N. Positive, negative. There is a blur. By accident I found that there's a blur thing. So down or up. Oops, that was the wrong one. This one once. Okay. So there's that. Now, so that's the depth we want to go. The height and the depth we want to go is 30 and negative 30. So as it's doing that, we need to determine the points X and Y we want to reach. So and the problem with this is that it has to kind of rotate all the way around. So by the time it goes up and starts coming back down, we have to go from one side to the other, then from that side back to the other. So for example, for Y, we'd have to start here, or Y would start here, end here, then start back over to here as the Z was starting to come up. So it would give it the effect of coming down towards you and going up away from you. And then coming back up to the top and doing that again. So, I'll get rid of these. Now let me know what we need. Actually make these one line to clean it up a little bit. So B, Y, N. Then test object dot translate translate Y minus 0. So it should be twice as fast. So by the time it reaches 30, no, it should be half as fast. By the time it reaches 30, Y should be halfway done. And then when it hits 0, so it starts at 0, then goes to 30, then goes back to 0. So in that time frame, Y has to be done and going back down to the negative side. So we'll start with -1 and see how that works. And maybe we just have the amount we do. I don't know, we'll see how this looks. by n equals true, by p equals false. Else if piv1 dot position y equals -15. byn equals false, and byp equals true. And we got a problem. Animate index priv1 is not defined. Oh, it should be PIV, not priv. No. Derp. Oh, that is way fast. It's kind of interesting, though. It's not quite, it's not going an equal distance, equal amount of distance. Oh, because it's, holy crap. It's, the starting point was on, 0, 0. Or I should say not the starting, but the, geometry's starting point is 0, 0. Or not 0, 0, it's up here. Because we changed this up here somewhere. Okay, there we go. So now that's going to 15-15. Now the speed is an issue, so let's knock it down to quarter, so half of the Z speed. Now what's interesting is I'm not seeing the Z movement. So BZP true. We should be seeing a translation towards us of 0.5 every update, and it's not doing that. Tried this before and it didn't seem to work. Might have just been fiddle being pain in the arse. 12. Now here we go. Look at this. It's staying at 0. Interesting. BZP and console.log BCN. Undefined. Oh, really? We can't define them this way? We can't give them all the same value doing it this way? Okay, so you can't do what you can do in like C plus and C sharp, C plus plus and C sharp. I'm gonna say C plus and C sharp sharp. One of those days. Okay. So we need to do them all individually. Shit. Forgot about that. Trying to save a little bit of space, but I guess we cannot do that. Okay, so now we got the fluctuation of it going now. However, Y doesn't seem to be... Well, it could be. So let's, maybe we need to slow this down even more. So that we can actually see the translations going on. It's all a matter of finding the right timings now. Okay, so going up. And now it's not coming back down. Just very weird. Oh, I know why. Because it ended up being greater than or greater than 30, and so it didn't catch it. I was wondering about that. Okay, here we go. Now it should catch it. Yeah, then it should come back down. Now what's going on with the Y during all this? So Y doesn't seem to be doing much. At least doesn't look like it. That just could be because we got it set up the wrong way. Maybe it has to be double. Or maybe a little bit more than the Z speed to see what's going on. The other thing is that I think that we're going too far on Z. Maybe 10 would be enough. Now let's go ahead and